All right, check this out. Check this out. So we're gonna watch a video right now titled "Adam and Bricc Baby discuss Spider-Loc being a terrible co-host." All right, we all know Spider-Loc from when he was with G Unit. We all know he from South Central LA. We all know he been up here on the Hater World. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the homie has been inviting me to his podcast, and my schedule has been so busy I have not even been able to reply. But the homie knows it's all love. I told him a long time ago I'm gonna give him the first podcast before I make my rounds. Now times have changed. I've been invited by bigger platforms, but I don't want to be that guy that promised something and then not come through, right? So we regardless gonna make it happen. We gonna have to work on the way it gets done, but it's gonna happen, all right? We got about 6 videos lined up right now that I want to react to live, all right? This one being the first one. Adam and Bricc discuss Spider-Loc being a terrible co-host. So let's go ahead and watch this video and get you guys a Blue Devil reaction. Let's go. Now, don't know why this man is not wearing a shirt. Alright, but he looking old. He got the grays. Got the grays. You know. Sinner1 says, don't be that flake guy. No, for sure, for sure. Nobody likes a flake. You know, and for sure that's not what we're going to be. Meanwhile, to those that are new, there is a link that's pinned up above on the big white bar. Click on that bar. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong one. Hold on, hold on. Oh well. Alright, look. Click on that white bar. It'll take you to the video we're just watching. Go like and go comment. Let's go.
When you were doing the podcast with the real G-Face, and you were joined by Spider-Loc. Before we even get into like what you thought of it, I could say I've only seen clips, so it's like I might be missing like the full narrative. But from my perspective, reading the comment section, that is the most negativity I've ever seen towards any host, co-host, etc. Probably ever in the history of this podcast. He was interrupting and like just being off topic to such an extent. I've just never seen that level of anger coming from the fans. Especially because they like the G-Face
too. Round 2, they said, can we get a round 2 without Spider, please, bro?
Yeah.
He's like, can y'all do it again without Spider? That shit fucked me up because that's my boy and I be rooting for him. So it's like, I don't want to.
What the hell does Lush have going on in the middle of his chest? What the? That fool got a ladybug tattooed on his chest?
Say nothing, but the week before that, Spider called me kind of bad because I came to work that day after my homie died, and I came loaded, and damn homie had clipped me like, but we was here for 8 hours, and I popped the whole bar, so I don't know how I was fighting that.
So he was mad at you for being
like,
unprofessional?
Don't let the world see you like this, cuz like a big brother, though. Good. But then you come and ask me, like, this is my last day up here, like, bro, let me sit in on the interview. It's my big bro. I look up to cuz. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I didn't know what level of intoxication until we sat down. And he just started like...
Was he just drunk or what?
Cuz rolled up a paper. He smoked weed and paper.
Just a paper?
Piece of paper. Oh, you didn't watch it?
I seen clips, but I didn't see that.
It gets, Donnie, it gets to that.
And I have to watch it because I want to be on the round 2 when we run it back with the real G-Face.
Yeah.
Who is the real G-Face? Ben's logo turned into a Ponzi. Who is the real G-Face? It's not the fool that's in jail, right? The rat. It's not the rat. They're talking about another dude. I think he's a black dude.
So I gotta watch it so I can take notes. But I'm just seeing like, shout out to Overtly Invested or whatever, bro. He made an amazing compilation of every time he interrupted.
Oh my God! Then he shook his hand. He gave him the ends. I'm like, hey, bro, don't give him. I'm like, oh, Come on, cuz, don't give my cousin the ends. He from,
What's the ends?
He gave him the 2 fingers and the thumb.
Okay, so you don't do that for somebody from East Coast?
No, we are neighborhoods, but you give them a neighborhood shake to Hoover. They shake with just the 2 fingers.
So like, just shaking up like this is a neighborhood thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when you do the 2 finger thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for neighborhood. So he did that, but he wasn't tripping. He locked G's with him. He like, look, G's and NH's, we good. He seen that the homie was faded, so he wasn't really tripping. Like, he got, you know, and it's my cousin. You know, I ain't bringing no harm around him, so it ain't no, like, because me and him got to go together regardless. It don't matter where the other nigga from. Right. It could be my homie, his homie. If it happens, we got to do it together. You know what I mean? So it wasn't no harm brought to the situation, but he was loaded. At one point, he was just like, did you see that?
Yeah, it's like he was like summoning like power like through his body and shit.
Hey, I will say, Spider Loc is pretty big, bro. All right, he's not like a small dude. He pretty big, because when he was here with me on the Haters Only podcast, he was a pretty big dude, bro. You could tell he still had a few swings in him, you know. Probably not the best in shape at our age, but you could tell he still could put somebody down, you know. So he's not a small guy by any means.
Sure, you can. Did you like? Were you subtly trying to like? Not check him, but guide him and like hey, like
I'm hitting him like this the whole time. Like, get it together, get it together. I'm not never gonna blast my old boy, so it's like, cause hey, I do it again. I just have to have more control over you.
Do you think he takes E-pills on a regular basis?
It sounds like Muggsy. All right, that sounds like Muggsy. When Muggsy on the podcast, look, I'm gonna tell you like this, cause we're all open. Muggsy the homie, he probably listening right now, but I told Muggs, look, fool. When we have a guest, it's not about me, it's not about Muggsy, it's not about Opina, it's about the guest. We got to give him all the shine, we got to let him speak. All we got to do is listen and then kick in a couple of convos here and there, right? We be on the podcast and Muggs likes to do a lot of ad-libs. Like the artist will be talking and then Muggs will be like, yeah, yeah, and I was like, fool, we can't do that. You're interrupting what he's saying and you're saying nothing, absolutely nothing. You gotta cut out all that mumbo jumbo. You gotta cut out all that, all those ad-libs. We don't need those ad-libs. If you're gonna speak some good shit. If not, don't speak at all. You know, or he interrupting or telling stories about himself. And that's why I told the homie, look, we gotta give you your own show. Because when the guests come, we gotta have the guests feel like it's their show. You know, but it takes a lot to be a podcaster. A lot of people think it's easy. Grab a phone, press record, and start talking. Shit, I wish it was that simple. You know, and when you fade it, sometimes it makes it worse. Sometimes it makes it worse. Or when you nervous and you get high because you want to be loose, it makes it worse. You know, so it's just gotta be you gotta work on it. I mean, you want to be a podcaster, you got to work on it. You know, or Opina, who always has a rebuttal to someone like, I like Sunshine. He'd be like, nah, Sunshine ain't cool. Damn. Or be like Pastor Silver Lake. Like the guest will be like, I shot 3 dudes in the ass. And then Pastor Silver Lake will be, I shot 6. Hey, fool, I own 10 hats. Pastor Silver Lake, I own 30. You know, or hey, fool, remember when I went to jail for 5 years? Pastor Silver Lake, I did life.
Oh, I plead the fifth.
I asked that because, like, I think Luce was telling me that, and then I started just, like, really thinking about it, and I was like, damn, like, he do be kind of, like, shaky and shit sometimes when I see him, and it's like, that doesn't really come off as, like, a drunk thing.
If I picked drug of choice, it'd probably be something like that. But I plead the fifth, number 5.
No Scante?
Number 5. I don't know. I know it was a lot of that same tequila we were drinking at Leonard's party. So, you know that.
What were we drinking?
Deer juice.
Deer juice?
That Casadores.
Casadores.
Oh, yeah?
They say it's spiked up for some reason. And I believe them because every time I tap it, it's a wrap.
I feel like Spiderloak has a ton of potential as a podcaster, but he just really gotta like be a little bit more self-aware. Yep. He just really has to peep the vibe of what's going on, because I don't think he had to like go through that whole podcast making the same mistake over and over. Like, he should have been able to peep it. But also, it's like, if you're gonna be like consistently fucked up during podcasts, it's gonna make it so it's kind of hard for you to tell what's going on, right?
I mean, you know. Okay, the reason why I'm not talking is because me and Spider, that's my brother, right?
Right.
The Reddit says every time I say that, I'm putting somebody on blast, right? When I say that this is my homie, I'm about to shit on him. But I'm not. The thing is, I felt like him and Munchie show with Flacco really was like showing unity.
Mm.
Yeah.
I felt like that show, if anything, kind of leveled out the bullshit narrative that they trying to say you doing a divide and conquer and starting all this bullshit.
Mm.
So that show in particular, I kind of felt like the channel could have shaped a little bit more. If you know, like if I don't, because that's not where the drama came from with the whack thing. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of nothing. Look, very simple. It takes a lot to be a podcaster. All right, you better get ready for the fat jokes, you know, the this jokes, the that jokes. You better get to this. I mean, listen, it's gonna be a lot of critique. It's gonna be a lot of drama, and you're gonna get a lot of what's that shit called? You're gonna catch a lot of flack, bro, for everything. See, right now they're asking them about a Spiderloak, and he don't really want to talk about it. And the reason he don't really want to talk about it is because if he says the wrong thing, his phone's gonna ring. And you know who it's gonna be? Spiderloak. Check this out. I'm gonna give you guys a cool little story. I did a podcast up here with Spiderloak, right? And there was a point in time where fucking Pastor Silverlake got all mad, right? He tried to beef it with Spiderloak over the podcast, right? Well, that wasn't my issue. I was not in that beef. Me and Spiderloak still cool. After that, I had an opinion on Spiderloak's music. I said something that was sort of disrespectful, you know, and I did it. I didn't do it purposely. But I said something along the lines of, I don't like all his music, or some of it's bad, or I use a certain word, I don't want to reuse it. You know, and Spider hit me up. He thought he felt disrespected. You know, he felt disrespected. I had to explain a few things to him. You know, and it was what it was. We talked about it. It is what it is. But he felt disrespected because I said it in the middle of his beef with Pastor Nalgas, right? But the point of the matter is that when you a podcaster, everyone gonna call you, bro. Everyone gonna call you. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. Or how about this? Or how about that? And it's always a fucking issue. Always a fucking issue. You know, so it takes a lot to be a podcaster. It really does. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to kill this video right here, and we're going to move on to the next live reaction. So go ahead and go find it. Click on it. Do what it do. Alright, let's go.